Trojan Sports Now.
Hello and welcome into another edition of Trojan Sports Now. I'm Jahmal Kennedy.
And I'm Ryan Renfrow. Stick around as we bring you the latest news and scores from Troy Athletics. Starting off with the Trojan football team, if you like thrillers and you like redemption, then Veterans Memorial Stadium was just the place for you to be on Saturday, as the Troy football team came out on top of Georgia State 31-21 in the homecoming matchup. Jahmal Kennedy has the wrap-up.
Great program win today, and huge thanks to our fans, all the alumni that came back.
Mark another W up for the Trojans and mark off another team on the redemption tour after Troy's 31-21 win Saturday on homecoming against Georgia State.
I knew going into this game, this was a really tough matchup for us. We study our opponents a lot during the summer and during May when our assistant coaches are out, and I knew for a long time this was going to be a tough matchup for us.
We had a couple of momentum swings, got us back in the game, and it was just rocking from there, and we kept our foot on the gas from there on.
The defense also did their part, forcing 3 more turnovers, including 2 interceptions.
I mean, that's what we go by, man. I mean, we love to get our hands on a lot of balls and a lot of turnovers, man. I mean, that helps the offense out. Big emphasis over the summer and during the spring was we got to get more turnovers as a defense. So, I mean, we come into this game, I think we was leading the nation in defense and picks, if I'm not mistaken.
But the turning point in the game?
Special teams, we kicked it off, did a little square kick, and then B.J. Smith had a long kick return. That's really sparked that moment to get us, get us going.
We probably spend more time on special teams than anyone else in the country.
We needed one big play to kind of get us over the hump, and that play was on special teams.
Special team plays are really important to our process of getting the game started, and we did.
And Coach Brown getting revved up, fired up, whatever you want to call it on the sideline tonight during the third quarter play. So they love to see that from their coach, and it gives them a fire underneath them.
It felt like that I really needed to light a fire under our team and create some emotion, and we did that. They fed off that. I'd rather not have to do that.
He got to get us going somehow. If the players ain't getting us going, he's that guy to get us going.
He's fine. He's just fired up about the program, fired up about the team, He's passionate about what he does.
Jahmal Kennedy, Troy Trojan Vision Sports.
Saturday's win put Troy at 5 wins and 1 loss on the season and 1 game away from being bowl eligible.
Trojan fans, check your heart rates because Thursday night's matchup with the Jags of South Alabama was a thriller, but under the primetime lights of Ladd People Stadium, the beacon light of Troy shined brightest. 2 coaches, 2 teams, and 1 belt. Oh wait, wrong belt. Yeah, that one. It all went down at Ladd People Stadium in Mobile on Thursday night. The Jags and the Trojans came out on top 28-21.
Huge win for our program today. I thought this was a great college football game, tremendous atmosphere. Excited to see our students. I thought our students and our fans, bands showed up and really were active participants in the game. They were loud.
The defense showed mental toughness after allowing 21 first-half points to the Jags by coming out and holding the Jags to 0 second-half points.
Much credit to Vic Coney, our defensive coordinator, our defensive staff. We bent some tonight, and that was kind of the plan going in. We wanted to make them put some drives together. We bent, but we didn't break, and I thought it was big.
And it was a thrilling 28-21 victory for Troy, and a game that went all the way down to the last play. And, well, as for the battle for the belt,
I think it's important to recognize rivalries, and this was a rivalry. I think South had theirs in a case, and it's something that we're proud of. It's something that we're proud of.
But before the Trojans could bring home the belt, some crucial fourth-quarter plays happened, both good and bad, including junior Jordan Chun's second fumble of the game that almost proved costly.
He's got character. He's got stuff about him, and I knew he would bounce back, and he's a great player.
I got down on myself because it was bottom at the end of the game. It was very close, but I mean my teammates came up and uplifted me and told me to get back. We still gonna need you at the end, so I appreciate them for that.
To some, it felt like a home game for the Trojans. So what did the team think about all the fans and students that traveled in for the game?
Oh, it was outstanding. We got the best fans in the world. To me, we have the best fans in the world, and I love them to death because they bring us energy and the ricochet through us, and it's just a lot of energy throughout the whole crowd.
I thought when things got down a little bit in the game for us, when we turned the ball over, I thought they picked us up.
And the Trojans are going bowling, but more importantly, bringing the belt back to Trojan territory. The Trojans outgained the Jags 585 yards to just 340.
And after the Trojan football team got the W last Saturday, the Trojan soccer team took the field on Sunday against Texas State, looking to do the same. William McCarthy has the highlights from the Troy Soccer Complex.
Senior Day was a complete success for Troy soccer as the Trojans came from behind to beat the Bobcats of Texas State 2-1. It was a battle from the start, and head coach Jason Hamilton knows that these 3 points were crucial for his team's confidence heading into the last weekend of the regular season.
Every game we know is going to be a battle because it's a different year than it has been in the past, and no one knows where they're going to end up until that very last game. So 3 much-needed points finally gets us above that line and into the at least into the mix for the conference tournament. Now it's just about carrying this momentum into next weekend and putting ourselves into a better place and possibly even a seed for the beginning of the tournament in a couple weeks.
Going into the final weekend of the regular season, Hamilton knows what is at stake for his team and how difficult the season has been on his young lads, and how proud he is of the climb they fought on Sunday.
We're proud of them. Came out, made some adjustments in the second half, did some things better. Defensively, we were much better in the second half. I think we held them to 1 or 2 shots in the second half. So, it's been a really rough year, injury-wise. So we're trying to put a lineup together that's going to be consistent and play. And some of the younger freshman class have given us some great minutes. Again, Nicole scoring the first goal. Another freshman giving us goals is going to help us win games.
Hamilton knows for these seniors, they were the building blocks of the program, and sending them off with a win at home has no better feeling.
It's really good. They've been here for this is their 3rd year now, so they've been here for the best part of Troy soccer's history. So we want to send them off on a high note. So it's been a rough year compared to the last 2 years for them, but they've helped build what we've done here. So we wanted to play for them, work hard for them, and make sure that their last game here at Troy is a great one.
William McCarthy, Troy, Trojan Vision Sports.
With the win, the Trojans are now 7-7 on the season.
Football Trojans sent the Panthers of Georgia State packing with an L. However, the volleyball Trojans were not able to repeat that same success on Sunday. The Troy volleyball team fell to Georgia State in 4 sets in Trojan Arena on Sunday afternoon with scores of 20-25, 25-22, 17-25, and 23-25. Bethany Kalady recorded 17 digs in the match, which is a career high for the freshman. And Logan Page led the team with 12 kills and has now had 3 consecutive matches with double-digit kills.
I'm just really disappointed in the way that our team came out and performed. They were prepared, and it comes down to we've got to do a better job of bringing our own energy to the match.
Up next, Troy travels to Arkansas for a pair of Sunbelt matches against Little Rock and Arkansas State. The Trojans will face Little Rock on Friday night at 6:30 p.m. and will take on Arkansas State on Saturday at 6 p.m.
The Trojan cross-country team laced up this past weekend at the Doc Anderson Wiregrass Invitational in Dothan, and both the men and women's team raced away with the first-place finish. On the men's side, the Trojans had the top 7 finishers in the 8K race for the 2nd win of the year, with sophomore Brennan Garrix finishing in first place, his first-place finish of his entire career. And for the women, the Trojans had 12 of 15 runners in the top 15 and won the 5K event, with senior Samantha Smith finishing at the top for the 2nd week in a row.
And the men's golf team has wrapped up play at the Autotrader.com Collegiate Classic. Troy's Clayton Vanoy entered the week ranked 53rd nationally, and after shooting a 270 in the final round, Vanoy ended the tournament in a tie for 3rd place with a pair of birdies and an eagle. Taking a look at the tournament as a whole, the number 25 ranked Rebels of Ole Miss finished in 1st place by 15 shots over Lipscomb, with the Trojans finishing in 3rd place, just 1 shot behind Lipscomb.
Still to come on Trojan Sports Now, we'll have a preview of the Trojan soccer team's matchup against Louisiana Monroe.
But first, Ryan Renfrow sits down with men's head basketball coach Phil Cunningham. Stick around, more Trojan Sports Now is coming your way.